Welcome everyone. This is not just another English video. This is not a quick tip. This is not a shortcut. This is your transformation. Today, you will not just learn English. You will learn to speak like the most powerful people globally. Think CEOs, leaders, and visionaries. They enter a room and command it. They do this not with force. They do it with clarity, with calm, and with immense confidence. Have you ever felt ignored when you speak? Have you struggled to explain your thoughts in English? Have you felt nervous, uncertain, or lost for words in conversations? This video is your answer. CEOs are not born confident. They learn to control their voice, their timing, their words, and their presence. And you can achieve this too. This video will teach you exactly how to think clearly before speaking. You will learn to speak slowly and with authority. You will use confident vocabulary, just like powerful leaders. You will train your voice through shadowing. You will speak with purpose, calmness, and structure. Finally, you will learn to stop asking for permission. You will start taking charge in English. Let me make this clear. This is not a short video. This is a 45-minute transformation. Every chapter is connected. Every minute is important. Every word here helps you speak English like the world's top communicators. So please do not skip. Do not scroll. Watch until the very end. If you stay, I promise this will be the most life-changing and mind-opening English learning experience you have ever had. If you want more content that helps you speak English clearly, powerfully, and confidently, please subscribe to our channel now. We create every video as if it is the last English lesson you will ever need. Let's begin. Habit 1. The power of the pause. CEOs do not rush. They command attention. Let me ask you a simple question. Why do some people speak very little, yet everyone listens intently? And why do others speak a lot, but nobody remembers anything they say? The reason is that power lies not in how much you speak, it lies in how well you use silence. Yes, silence. The pause. That calm second of stillness before you speak. This is where CEOs operate. This is how they control a room without raising their voice. They pause. They breathe. They look around the room. Then they speak. That moment, that intentional pause, tells the world, I am in control of my voice. I know what I am about to say is important. I do not need to rush my words. I am calm. I am ready to speak. Most English learners believe they must speak fast to sound fluent, but this is a lie. Speaking fast only reveals one thing: nervousness. When you rush your words, when you speak without breaks, when you throw sentence after sentence without breathing, the listener feels overwhelmed. They cannot follow you. They do not trust your voice. But when you speak slowly and you use pauses with intention, something magical happens. People pay attention. People listen more carefully. People begin to respect your voice. Even if your grammar is not perfect, even if your vocabulary is simple. That is the secret. Fluency is not speed. Fluency is flow, and flow needs silence. When you pause, your brain gains time to prepare. You choose better words. You structure your sentences more effectively. You avoid filler words like, or, These fillers destroy clarity. They make you sound uncertain. Pausing provides you space to breathe, think, decide, and deliver. It is the CEO's way of speaking. And yes, even native speakers use this technique. They just do not always realize it. Here is how you can build the habit of speaking with powerful pauses. First, write a sentence you use often. For instance, Hi, my name is Maria. I work in digital marketing. I love helping people grow their business. Now, add pauses using like this example. Hi, my name is Maria. I work in digital marketing. I love helping people grow their business. Now, read it aloud slowly. Do not just pause randomly. Pause with purpose. Each break should feel like a moment where you control the flow, like you are guiding the listener, not just reading. Speak it with confidence. Say the sentence again, but this time, look in a mirror. Pause at each. Before you speak again, breathe. Look at yourself. It will feel strange at first. You will want to rush. You will feel nervous. You will want to fill the space with more words. But do not. Hold the silence. That silence is where your confidence is born. Do this every morning. Pick a short paragraph, a news story, or a script. Read it out loud with intentional pauses. Record yourself. Play it back. Ask yourself, did I sound rushed or in control? If rushed, do it again, slower with more space. If controlled, do it again tomorrow. And again the day after. Until this becomes completely natural for you. Pause to hold attention. If you sense someone is not listening, stop speaking for 2 seconds. The silence will pull them back in. Use the pause to slow your emotions. Feeling nervous? Do not speak faster. Pause. Breathe deeply. Speak slowly. The pause is not empty. It is full of power. It gives your brain clarity. It gives your listener confidence. It gives your words weight and importance. Here is the truth. You can speak basic English with simple grammar. Yet, you can still sound like a CEO if you master the pause. So, from today, stop rushing, stop panicking, stop chasing speed. Instead, control the silence. Let your words breathe. Speak like you own the room. Habit 2, short sentences, big impact. This is why CEOs never over-explain. Let's begin this part with a truth most English learners never hear. The goal of speaking English is not to speak more. It is to be understood clearly. Now think about that idea carefully. Most people learning English feel they need to use longer sentences. They think they need to use big words. They believe they must impress others with complicated grammar. However, the best communicators in the world, like CEOs, leaders, presidents, and visionaries, do not use complicated words. They use simple language effectively. They speak in short, strong sentences. They do not try to impress people. They try to connect with them directly. This is the second habit you must learn if you want to speak English like a CEO. This one habit alone can truly transform how people listen to you. Speaking in short sentences shows power. It shows clarity. It shows you are in control of your message. You are not lost in your own words. Let's be honest about this. When English is not your first language, your brain is already under pressure. You are thinking about grammar rules. You are searching for the right words. You are trying to avoid making mistakes. Under that stress, your brain often tries to create long, complicated sentences. You might fear that short sentences will sound childish or too basic. But this is the biggest mistake you can make. Long sentences often confuse the listener. They increase grammar mistakes. They make you forget what you were saying. They can make you appear less confident. The longer your sentence is, the more likely you are to lose control of it. It is like driving a car at full speed on a narrow, winding road. One wrong move, and you could crash. But when you speak in short sentences, you are in the driver's seat. You are calm, focused, and in full control. That is precisely what CEOs do every single day. Let's consider a real example. Imagine you are in a job interview. The interviewer asks, "Can you tell me about your experience with team management?" Now consider 2 answers. Answer 1, from a nervous, long, over-explaining person. Well, I think I have some good experience because in my last company, I was sort of managing a team, not officially the leader, but I had to take responsibility in many situations. And we had this big project where I had to organize a lot of things and coordinate with different departments. And yeah, it was a good experience. Now, answer 2. In CEO style, short, clear, confident. Yes, in my last company, I led a team of 5. We delivered a high-stakes project in 3 months. I managed communication, deadlines, and coordination across departments. Can you feel the difference between the two? The first answer is filled with uncertainty. It is nervous. It sounds weak. The second answer is direct, structured, and powerful. Even if both answers are truthful, the second one builds trust. And trust is everything in communication. When you speak English, your job is not to sound smart. Your job is to make your message crystal clear. Give the listener mental clarity. This makes them feel safe and willing to listen to you. Short sentences are like a clear road with easily visible signs. The listener knows exactly where they are going. There is no confusion. But when you use long, complicated sentences, the listener feels lost. When people feel lost, they simply stop listening. That is why CEOs cut the noise. They remove anything that is not absolutely necessary. Every word they speak has a specific purpose. If a sentence does not move the message forward, they eliminate it. This is not just about speaking better English. It is about thinking like a true leader. Let's now go deeper into this concept. If you want to sound like a confident, fluent speaker, you need to remove weak language from your speech. Here are the most common phrases to eliminate. I guess, I think, maybe, sort of, kind of, a little bit. These phrases do not help you. They weaken your sentence. Observe the difference. I think maybe we should kind of start the project soon. Now compare it to, let's start the project tomorrow. The second statement is direct, clear, and authoritative. It does not matter if your grammar is perfect. If you sound unsure, people will not listen to you effectively. But if you sound certain, even with simple words, people will trust you. That is the CEO advantage. Now, here is something powerful that most English learners do not know. Short sentences train your brain for success. When you speak in short, clear sentences, your brain feels successful after each one. You say one sentence, it works. You feel confident. So you speak the next sentence even better. It is like winning small games. One win leads to another, and another, and another. This is how confidence is built, not by speaking fast or using big words, but by winning small moments in conversation. However, if you try to say one big, complicated sentence and get stuck halfway, your brain feels like it failed. You lose confidence. You hesitate. You panic. So remember, confidence does not come from speaking more. It comes from speaking clearly and effectively. Short sentences are your training ground for this skill. Let's discuss how you can train this skill every day, regardless of your current English level. The first thing to understand is that this is not just about grammar or vocabulary. It is about rewiring your speaking habits. You have been trained by school books and grammar rules to construct long academic sentences. Now you have to unlearn that habit. You must learn to speak like real people, like leaders, like confident communicators. Here is how to do it effectively. Start by writing down a few thoughts from your day. For example, what did I do this morning? What is my plan for today? What is one goal I have this week? Now, try to explain each idea using only short, one-line sentences. Use no linking words. Use no complex structures, just a thought, a sentence, and a stop. For example, I woke up at 7 a.m. I made black coffee. I planned my tasks. I went for a walk. I did not check my phone. This is how CEOs build their speeches. This is how powerful speakers write their messages. This is how great communicators speak with authority. They are short, direct, and focused. You are not dumbing down your English. You are leveling up your power and impact. Every short sentence is like a bullet. It hits with precision. One final truth. Native English speakers, especially in professional settings, respect people who speak clearly and briefly. When you use too many words, they may feel you are wasting their time. But when you speak directly, they lean in. They listen attentively. They ask questions. They remember your voice and message. So even if your English is not perfect, if you speak in short, strong, confident sentences, you will be respected. That is more valuable than any vocabulary test. In the world of powerful English, every single word must have a reason. If you want to speak like a CEO, you must become a master of clarity. Remove the noise, remove the fear, remove the need to sound advanced. Advanced English is not about big words. Advanced English is about simple words spoken with confidence. So from today, do not chase long sentences. Master short ones. That is how leaders speak. That is how CEOs lead. That is how you begin to speak English with true fluency. Habit 3. The CEO voice. Speak slow. Speak clear. Speak strong. There is something most people never understand about great English speakers. Something even native speakers often ignore. Your voice is not just a tool. It is your presence and impact. Every time you open your mouth, you are telling the world something significant about yourself. You convey meaning not just with your words. You do it with your tone, your speed, your volume, and your energy. CEOs know this well. They have trained their voice like an athlete trains their body. The way you speak tells people whether you are confident or nervous, whether you are clear or confused, whether you are trustworthy or uncertain, whether you are worth listening to or not. So in this habit, we will go extremely deep. We will explore one of the most powerful, yet most underused areas of English fluency. Your voice quality. We are not focusing on grammar, vocabulary, or accent. We are focusing on your voice. This is the real reason people respect some speakers and ignore others. Let's begin by addressing one of the biggest mistakes English learners make. They think speaking fast equals speaking fluently. However, this is a dangerous myth. Speaking fast usually means you are rushing because you feel nervous. You are afraid the listener will interrupt you. You are not confident that your sentence will come out correctly. You are trying to hide your mistakes by moving too quickly through your words. But here is the truth. Fast speakers are often forgotten. Clear speakers are remembered. When you speak too fast, your words lose their impact. The listener cannot follow your message effectively. They tune out. They stop trusting your voice. But when you slow down your pace, not to a crawl, but to a controlled, intentional rhythm, everything changes. You sound calm. You sound powerful. You sound like you know exactly what you are doing. This is true even if your grammar is not perfect. That is what CEOs consistently do. They do not rush. They do not chase approval. They do not speak merely to fill silence. They speak with measured strength and purpose. Go watch any public speech given by a powerful CEO. Consider leaders like Tim Cook, Elon Musk, Sundar Pichai, Oprah Winfrey, or Satya Nadella. Or any Fortune 500 leader. You will immediately notice something consistent. They pause often and effectively. They speak slowly and deliberately. They stress key words in their sentences for emphasis. They allow the message to fully land before continuing to speak. They are not speaking fast. They are speaking with immense clarity. They know that power lies in clarity, not in mere speed. This is precisely what you must copy. You must do this if you want to be taken seriously as an English speaker. This applies to meetings, interviews, presentations, everyday conversations, or any aspect of daily life. Clear English is not simply about using easy words or achieving perfect grammar. It is about making your listener feel safe, safe to understand you, safe to trust you, safe to listen attentively. Clarity comes from 5 major habits. 1. Speaking slower than you think you need to. 2. Using intentional pauses between ideas or thoughts. 3. Stressing the right, most important word in each sentence. 4. Opening your mouth sufficiently when you speak. 5. Allowing your voice to finish each word fully and clearly. If you are not doing these things, your English may sound rushed, flat, or even robotic. This causes people to tune out. However, if you master these 5 things, you could be using only 500 words of vocabulary, yet you will still sound like a leader. That is what makes this habit so incredibly important. It is not about your language level, it is about your delivery and impact. In English, every sentence has 1 or 2 important words. Native speakers automatically put more energy and emphasis on those particular words. This is called word stress. It is a vital and powerful skill to learn. For example, let's look at this sentence. I didn't say, he stole the money. Now say it 7 times, each time stressing a different word to change the meaning. I didn't say he stole the money, meaning it wasn't me who said it. I didn't say he stole the money, meaning I never spoke the words. I didn't say he stole the money, meaning I only implied it was him. I didn't say he stole the money, meaning someone else did the stealing. I didn't say he stole the money, meaning perhaps he borrowed it. I didn't say he stole the money, meaning maybe it was another item. I didn't say he stole the money, meaning it wasn't money, maybe it was documents. Same sentence, 7 different meanings. That is the incredible power of word stress. Now, think about your own English speaking. Do you stress the key words when you speak? Or do you speak every word with the same flat, unvarying tone? Most learners speak flatly. They use the same volume, the same energy, and the same tone for all words. But if you want to speak like a CEO, you must learn to highlight your message with effective stress. It does not have to be loud. It does not have to be dramatic. It just needs clear, focused emphasis on the important word. This is what makes a sentence stick firmly in people's minds. Another common myth in communication is that confident speakers are always loud. In reality, true leaders do not need to shout to be heard. In fact, many powerful speakers choose to speak quietly. However, they speak with great depth and clarity. They possess what is called a grounded voice. This is a voice that originates from the chest, not from the throat. This type of voice feels stable, calm, focused, and present. If you want to sound more grounded, practice breathing deeply when you speak. Do not speak from the top of your throat. Drop your breath low into your belly. Allow your voice to be full and relaxed. This kind of voice makes people instinctively want to listen to you. It sounds real and authentic. This is the part where we turn everything into real, tangible improvement. Watching videos and merely reading tips is simply not enough. To speak like a CEO, you must train like one. Speak slower than you usually would. Use pauses intentionally after expressing ideas. Stress the most important word in each sentence for impact. Do not try to speak fast or to impress anyone. Your job is not to sound fancy or overly elaborate. Your job is to sound focused and clear. When you play your recording back, ask yourself, did I sound calm or rushed? Was I clear and easy to follow, or was I hard to understand? Did my voice have energy, or did it sound flat and monotone? This self-feedback process is where real fluency truly begins. Confidence does not come from knowing all the grammar rules perfectly. It comes from hearing your own voice played back. It comes from being able to say, that sounds strong. That sounds like me. Let's now return to the truth that changes everything you know. You are not just learning English, you are actively building your voice. Your voice embodies your leadership. Your voice carries your message to the world. Your voice is how the world will judge your ideas, your thoughts, and your intentions. So stop trying to speak like a textbook. Stop chasing speed for speed's sake. Stop fearing silence. Instead, speak slowly and deliberately. Speak clearly and concisely. Speak like a true leader. The world does not need more fast talkers who are hard to follow. The world needs people who speak with clarity, with confidence, and with calm, powerful conviction. That person can be you. And it all starts with cultivating your unique voice. Habit 4. Use confident language and powerful phrases. Speak with certainty, not with doubt or hesitation. If you aspire to speak English like a CEO, you need to begin thinking like one. A CEO does not merely talk. They communicate powerfully and with purpose. They do not speak simply to fill silence or avoid awkward gaps. They speak to create action, to drive results. They do not use soft, vague, or unsure words. Instead, they consistently use clear, precise, and impactful language. Here is something most English learners often do not realize. Even basic English vocabulary can sound incredibly powerful if your words are delivered with confidence. This habit is not about using big, complex words. It is not about mastering advanced vocabulary. It is about choosing the right tone, employing the correct sentence structure, and conveying the appropriate level of certainty in every single sentence you utter. Because here is the undeniable truth. If you speak like you doubt yourself, the world will inevitably doubt you too. However, if you speak with unwavering confidence, even simple words can move mountains and inspire great action. When English is not your native language, you naturally become more careful and cautious. You understandably do not want to sound incorrect or make mistakes. You do not want to offend someone. You definitely do not want to be judged by others. So, to protect yourself, you instinctively start using softeners in your language. You begin to say phrases like, I guess, maybe we can try, I think it should be okay, kind of, a little bit. You might believe that this makes you sound polite or safe. However, in reality, it makes you sound uncertain and indecisive. Uncertain language causes people to lose confidence in what you are saying. Now, imagine yourself in a critical business meeting. Or perhaps you are on an important sales call. Or you are giving a presentation. Even just explaining an idea to a friend. If you consistently use soft, hesitant language, what message are they truly receiving? The message they hear is, this person is not sure. This person does not fully believe in their own message, so why should I listen to them? That is precisely what effective CEOs meticulously avoid. They train themselves to speak with absolute belief and conviction in what they are saying. Even if they are still in the process of figuring things out, that strong belief shines through their language. Now, let's understand this concept in real and practical detail. Confident language is not about being aggressive or overly assertive. It is not about dominating people or always being right in every situation. It is about being clear, direct, and intentional in your communication and expression. It is about making your words sound like a firm decision, not merely a hesitant question. Confident speakers say, "Let's begin." Instead of, "Should we maybe start?" here's what I strongly recommend. Instead of saying, "I think maybe we could try," say, "We need to fix this." Instead of, "It kind of seems like a problem," say, "This is important." Instead of, "It is maybe a little important," they use command statements. They do not use question marks in their tone of voice. They speak as if they completely trust their own message. Here is the best part of this. You can use the same basic vocabulary that you already possess. Just remove those weak, uncertain fillers. Suddenly, you will sound 10 times more confident and impactful. That is the real, transformative power of language. It is not in which words you choose. It is in how you skillfully use them. To speak like a CEO, you must master two crucial kinds of sentences. First, decision sentences. These are sentences that clearly sound like actions and strong leadership. Second, conviction sentences. These are sentences that demonstrate your full and unwavering belief in what you are saying. Let's examine both categories in more detail. Decision sentences include phrases like, "We will deliver this by Friday." "This is the precise direction we should pursue. I will personally take care of it. Let's move forward now." These sentences emphatically show action and resolve. They do not ask questions. They make firm decisions. Conviction sentences include phrases like, "I strongly believe in this solution. This is undeniably the right choice for us. It is absolutely worth the risk involved. This strategy will definitely work." These sentences clearly show profound belief. There is no doubt, no maybe, and no fear present in their delivery. Now, reflect on your own English-speaking patterns. How often do you speak with genuine decision and conviction? Or do you tend to speak with hesitation, using fillers and ending your statements with questions? This is precisely where true transformation in your communication happens. It is not just about learning English grammar rules. It is about learning to sound like someone who naturally leads others when speaking English. Now let's delve even deeper into this. Even if you use powerful words, if your voice sounds unsure or wavering, the message will ultimately fail to land effectively. Therefore, confident language must be combined with a confident and steady tone of voice. This means you should avoid a high-pitched, questioning voice at the end of your sentences. Avoid conveying an "I am not sure" energy in your tone. Never apologize for simply speaking your thoughts. Instead, speak as if your words truly matter. Speak as if your message inherently deserves attention. Speak as if the entire room is patiently waiting to hear what you are going to say next. Because confident English is not merely a skill you acquire. It is a powerful presence that you project. That presence comes from perfectly matching your voice and your chosen words. Now let's integrate this into your real, everyday life. Simply watching videos is not sufficient for deep transformation. Practice is where the real and lasting change truly happens. Start by actively rewriting your common everyday sentences. Take phrases you say daily and upgrade the language to sound more confident and impactful. Instead of saying, "I think we can maybe meet tomorrow," try saying, "Let's meet tomorrow to finalize things." Instead of, "I guess that is all I have to say," try saying, "That is all for now. I am open to any questions you may have." Instead of, "Maybe we should think about this again," try saying, "Let's review this one more time before deciding." Practice this every single day. Do it at work, in text messages with friends, and even silently in your head. Make confident language a natural habit for yourself. The more you consciously use it, the more natural and effortless it will feel. The more natural it feels, the more people will genuinely listen to what you have to say. People do not primarily follow perfect English. They follow powerful English. Powerful English does not come from using big, complicated words. It comes from certainty in your delivery. It comes from the specific words you choose to use. It comes from the energy and conviction in your tone. It comes from how deeply and genuinely you believe in what you are saying. So starting today, remove those weak fillers. Remove the fear of speaking. Remove the language of maybe and replace it with clear, decisive statements. Replace it with full belief in your message. Replace it with quiet, unwavering confidence. Replace it with real, impactful presence when your words are strong and purposeful, when your tone is steady and assured, when your language perfectly matches your intention. You will stop sounding like a hesitant student. You will start sounding like a true leader. That is what genuine English fluency is truly about. It is not just about grammar rules. It is not just about speaking speed. It is not just about a large vocabulary. It is about owning your voice. It is about using it to create a real, powerful, and life-changing impact on others. Habit 5. Shadowing in your daily speaking routine. Train your mouth like a master communicator. You cannot achieve fluent English merely by reading or by listening passively. You cannot become a strong, impactful speaker by only understanding the language. You cannot build lasting confidence by simply memorizing grammar rules. This is because understanding is not the same as speaking. Listening is not the same as achieving fluency. Knowing information is not the same as actively doing it. Fluent speaking only emerges when your brain, your mouth, your ears, and your speaking muscles all train together every single day as a cohesive system. The most powerful technique to achieve this is called shadowing. This is the habit that will make your English sound natural, confidently smooth, and automatic. Not because you are suddenly smarter, but because you are training yourself like a proficient speaker. You are not just learning like a passive student. Shadowing is a widely used technique. It is employed by professional language learners, accomplished actors, compelling public speakers, astute diplomats, and even skilled interpreters. It is the simple yet profoundly effective act of listening intently to native English speakers. Then, you repeat exactly what they say. You do this at the same time, with the same tone, the same speed, the same pauses, and the same natural flow. Imagine standing right behind a powerful English speaker. Think of a CEO, a news anchor, or a compelling TED speaker. You are attempting to speak exactly as they do. That, precisely, is shadowing. It is called shadowing because you become like a shadow. You copy every movement of their mouth, every tone, every breath. You are not inventing new sentences. You are imitating true greatness in communication. This is not mere copying. This is intensive, focused training. Every time you shadow a native speaker, you are actively practicing real sentence rhythm. You are training your crucial speaking muscles. You are building mouth memory for natural English speech. You are improving your pronunciation without the need for traditional phonetic lessons. You are learning precisely where to pause, where to stress words, and how to breathe effectively during speech. You are also developing real-world speaking confidence. Most importantly, you are transforming English from a language stored solely in your brain into a language that flows effortlessly from your body. Consider the analogy of music. You can listen to a piano for many years. You can understand everything about how it works, in theory. However, unless you physically sit down, place your fingers on the keys, and practice playing again and again, you will never truly become a skilled pianist. English operates on the same principle. You can watch thousands of English videos. You can understand every word. But unless you physically open your mouth and consistently train your tongue and vocal cords, you will always feel like you know English but cannot speak it freely or confidently. That is precisely why shadowing is so critically important. It serves as a vital bridge between theoretical knowledge and practical fluency. It represents the fundamental difference between merely understanding a game and actively playing that game yourself. When you engage in shadowing, you are doing something most English learners never manage to do. You are forcing your brain and your mouth to work together in real time. This dynamic process activates something powerful called muscle memory. This is the ability to automatically say sentences without needing to construct them word by word in your head. You do not stop to consciously think about grammar rules. You do not pause to translate words in your head. Instead, you speak the sentence as one complete, flowing sound. This is exactly how native speakers naturally communicate. This is how children effortlessly learn their first language. This is how actors train for their roles. This is how you effectively rewire your brain for natural, fluent, and automatic English speech. Over time, your fluency will become truly effortless. This happens not because you have learned more isolated facts. It happens because you have trained your speaking ability far more effectively. Now, let's delve even deeper into the nuances of shadowing. It is not just about passively repeating after someone. It is about precisely how you perform it. It is about how you seamlessly integrate it into your daily life. The most powerful and effective way to shadow is to use authentic audio material from real speakers. Choose speakers who articulate clearly, speak at a controlled pace, and convey confidence. Excellent sources include TED Talks, professional business presentations, inspiring motivational speeches, interviews with CEOs, or YouTube videos where speakers intentionally speak slowly and clearly. Start with a short segment, perhaps 30 to 60 seconds long. Do not choose something overly long initially. Listen to the segment once, then listen to it again. After that, begin to repeat with it, word by word, second by second. Aim to match the speaker's pace, their intentional pauses, their word stress patterns, their emotional tone, and their natural breathing rhythm. At first, you will undoubtedly feel uncomfortable and awkward. Your tongue might feel slow or clumsy. You will miss certain words. You will feel as though you are constantly falling behind the speaker. But that is perfectly normal and acceptable. That is precisely the training process in action. True fluency resides within that initial discomfort. Every second you actively push through the confusion and awkwardness, your brain is actively learning something new and vital. The more consistently you practice this, the more natural and automatic it will become for you. After just 1 week of consistent shadowing, you will undoubtedly begin to feel a noticeable difference in your speaking ability. After 1 month, others will start to hear the remarkable improvement in your English. After 3 months of dedicated practice, you will speak English like someone who has lived and immersed themselves in the language their entire life. Shadowing alone is an incredibly powerful technique. However, when you build a consistent daily routine around it, your fluency will grow at least 10 times faster. An effective daily routine typically includes 10 minutes of dedicated shadowing with your chosen speaker, 5 minutes of recording yourself as you repeat the same sentences, 5 minutes of carefully reviewing your recording, actively correcting your voice, and then repeating the exercise again. Finally, 5 minutes of speaking freely. Use the same sentence structures you practiced, but express your own thoughts in your own words. This entire process is not about achieving perfect English from the start. It is about actively building fluency within your mouth and vocal apparatus, not just conceptually in your notebook. This routine only requires a dedicated 20 to 30 minutes per day. However, that consistent daily habit, repeated diligently over weeks and months, is far more powerful than any grammar course, vocabulary app, or textbook you have ever encountered. This is because this method is real, practical English-speaking practice. This is precisely how CEOs train for their impactful speeches. This is how accomplished actors train to deliver their scripts flawlessly. This is how top communicators meticulously train for maximum impact. And this is precisely how you can train for genuine fluency in English. One of the most beautiful and rewarding results of consistent shadowing is how profoundly it changes your performance in real-life conversations. You will cease hesitating nervously. You will stop frantically searching for the right words. You will stop mentally translating phrases in your head. This is because your brain has already practiced those specific sentence patterns hundreds, if not thousands of times. Your mouth already instinctively knows how to move and articulate the words. Your voice already inherently understands the natural rhythm and flow of English. It is akin to building a second, more fluent version of yourself. A version that is poised, natural, and inherently confident when speaking English. You will enter important meetings differently, with a new sense of assurance. You will speak to strangers without any lingering fear. You will conduct interviews with remarkable clarity and conviction. You will express yourself fully, without reservation or hesitation. All of that newfound confidence, all of that powerful presence, emerges from one simple yet profoundly effective habit: consistent daily shadowing. Fluency is not a natural talent that some people are born with. Fluency is the direct result of dedicated training. If you genuinely want to speak English like a CEO, if you want to speak clearly, confidently, and naturally, if you want people to trust your words, truly feel your message, and remember the impact of your voice, then you must treat English as a practical skill to be honed, not just an academic subject to be studied. Skills are not merely learned conceptually, they are actively practiced and refined. Shadowing is that essential practice. It is the habit that transforms initial hesitation into unwavering confidence. It is the consistent routine that molds your voice into a powerful tool of influence. It is the structured system that teaches your mouth to speak fluently, even when your brain might feel tired or overwhelmed. So, starting today, make shadowing a non-negotiable part of your routine. Practice it every morning or every night. Utilize real voices, real speakers, and real authentic content. Train your tongue and vocal apparatus. Train your tone of voice. Train your precise timing and delivery. Record yourself. Repeat the exercises. Improve consistently. Then, repeat again. Over time, you will not merely speak English proficiently. You will truly own it. This is because fluency is not just about what you conceptually know. Fluency is about what you have consistently trained yourself to do. With consistent shadowing, you will train like a true leader. You will speak like a confident CEO. You will rise like someone whose voice unequivocally deserves to be heard and respected. Habit 6. Body language and presence. Speak English with your whole self. Most English learners believe that achieving fluency is solely about the mouth. They intensely focus on words, sentence structures, and pronunciation alone. However, truly powerful communication, the kind that garners respect, builds lasting influence, and ensures people remember you, is never just verbal. It is profoundly physical. It is deeply emotional. It is energetically resonant. This is because before people even hear a single one of your words, they see you. They observe your face, your hand gestures, your posture, your eye contact, and your overall energy. The world then decides how seriously to take you. This judgment is based not on the breadth of your vocabulary. It is based on your total presence in the moment. That is why, if you aspire to speak English like a confident CEO, you must learn to actively use your entire body when you communicate. Your words only carry true power and conviction if your body visibly believes them too. Let us say you walk into a room. You intend to speak in English. You possess a genuinely good idea. You have chosen the right words to express it. However, you are standing with slouched shoulders. Your eyes are constantly looking down at the floor. Your voice is low, hesitant, and shaky. Your hands are defensively hidden in your pockets. You are speaking softly, as if you do not truly believe in what you are saying. What impression do people receive? They do not merely hear your idea. They keenly sense your underlying doubt. They do not judge your grammar. They judge your overall energy and confidence. Now imagine a different version of yourself. You walk into the room standing tall and upright. Your shoulders are confidently pulled back. You look people directly in the eyes, holding their gaze respectfully. Your hands are open, relaxed, and expressively active. Your voice is slow, calm, and crystal clear. Your face clearly shows certainty and conviction, not fear. You speak in simple English, yet you speak as if you completely own your voice and your message. Suddenly, nobody cares about your accent. Nobody cares about whether your grammar is absolutely perfect. They listen attentively, they trust your words, they respond positively to you. That is the transformative power of presence. CEOs have mastered this art. Fluency is not just about how fast you can talk or how many words you know. It is about how effectively you can command and own a space. This includes physically, emotionally, and energetically. To achieve that, you need to actively train your body. Start by focusing on your posture. Do not shrink yourself physically. Do not hide your body. Do not fold your arms defensively. Instead, stand tall and confidently. Let your body convey that it deserves space and attention. Next, focus intently on your eyes. Looking people directly in the eye when you speak English might initially feel uncomfortable or intimidating. However, it is the fundamental foundation of building trust and rapport. If you continually look down, you will appear uncertain and lacking confidence. If you keep looking away, you will seem distracted or dishonest. But if you maintain calm, respectful eye contact, you will project the image of a true leader. Then, consider your hands. Effective CEOs skillfully use their hands to guide the listener's attention. They use them to emphasize key ideas. They use them to visually shape the meaning of their words. Their gestures are not excessive or wildly exaggerated. Instead, they are expressive and controlled. Open hands convey openness and honesty. Clenched fists can signal fear or aggression. Flat, open palms often indicate calm control and assurance. Practice using small, intentional gestures that perfectly match your words. For example, if you state, "We have 3 clear goals," raise 3 fingers to illustrate this. If you say, "We need to grow," make an upward movement with your hand. Make your message visually discernible, not just audibly heard. Finally, focus on your face. Do not deliver everything with a frozen, blank, or impassive expression. Allow your emotions to show naturally. If you genuinely believe in something, your face should visibly convey that belief. If you are confident, your facial expression should reflect that feeling. If you truly care about your message, your expression should clearly reveal it. People instinctively trust faces before they fully trust spoken words. Let's understand something even deeper. You do not need a vocabulary of 10,000 English words to influence people powerfully. What you need are the right words, delivered with the right energy and supported by the right physical presence. You can utter a simple sentence like, "We should move forward." This sentence can either feel like a hesitant question, a firm command, or an inspiring vision. Its impact entirely depends on how you deliver it. Are you standing upright and confidently? Are your hands grounded and purposeful? Are your shoulders tense or relaxed and open? Is your voice fully supported by your deep breath? Do you visibly look like you truly believe in what you are saying? These seemingly minor details matter far more than just a large vocabulary. People do not remember individual words as much as they remember impressions. These impressions are powerfully created by the combination of your energy, your body language, and your voice. They are not solely created by the language you use. That is why CEOs do not just speak words, they project a commanding presence that fills the room. If you want to sound truly fluent and impactful, you must diligently build that powerful presence every single day. Practice it in front of your mirror. Integrate it into your daily speaking practice. Carry it into every single conversation you have. This is one of the most powerful practices you can seamlessly add to your routine. And you can start it immediately, right now. Stand confidently in front of a mirror. Look directly at yourself. Speak a sentence aloud. Observe your body carefully. Where are your shoulders positioned? Are you breathing deeply and evenly? Are you blinking naturally? Does your voice rise and fall with conscious intention? Do you project confidence, or do you appear small and hesitant? Repeat the same sentence again. This time, adjust your posture to be more upright. Improve your breath control. Maintain direct eye contact with your own reflection. Then repeat it again and again. Do this exercise every day for just 5 minutes. You will undoubtedly begin to feel a profound change. This change will manifest not only in how you speak, but also in how you genuinely feel about yourself when communicating in English. And that fundamental shift changes absolutely everything. When your body visibly believes you're English, the entire world will believe it too. If you consistently build and integrate these habits, you will transform your English. It will evolve from something you merely learned into something you actively live and embody. The world around you will profoundly feel that remarkable difference. True fluency is not confined solely to your words. It resides deeply within your voice. It lives within your body. It is inherent in your mind. And it is powerfully projected through your total presence. You will no longer speak like a hesitant student. You will speak with the authority and impact of a CEO, and this video, this transformative journey, was your definitive beginning. If you have watched this entire video, you have already accomplished what 99% of people never do. You did not just learn English concepts. You learned how to truly own your voice and your message. Now, it is unequivocally your turn. Practice these powerful habits every single day, consistently. Do not wait until you feel perfectly ready or completely confident. Start speaking like the empowered person you are actively becoming. Speak confidently, speak clearly, speak powerfully. You do not need external permission to do this. You do not need perfect grammar. You just need unwavering belief in yourself, steadfast consistency in your practice, and the courage to simply speak. Subscribe to our channel if this video has genuinely helped you on your journey. And always remember this vital truth. You do not have to be perfectly fluent to begin your practice. But you absolutely have to begin in order to become truly fluent. I will see you in the next video. Keep growing. Keep speaking. You have got this transformative power within you.